world, right? Most censored comedian in the world.
Yeah, I'm not as persecuted as you at the moment, but for a comedian, I am rather censored. There's very few people who have had their entire YouTube channel banned around the world.
Right. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. And what's happening with that? Like now that you've gone independent, done your own thing, you're doing some stuff, has some of that suppression or censorship lifted a little, or no? Are we still?
Very little. I mean, I have a new YouTube channel, and I still have my website, leecamp.com, but I'm working more with Rumble now, but my YouTube is, even my new YouTube, my old one is banned around the world, but my new YouTube is incredibly suppressed and censored. It's, you could just see the analytics, and they're not really showing it to anyone. Twitter's pretty similar. Facebook's pretty similar. So really, it hasn't lifted much. It's just that I've gone to other platforms like Rumble to try and get away from some of the suppression. And for those who don't know my stuff, this is all basically because I have been doing anti-war, anti-capitalist, destruction of the planet comedy for 20 some years. And you're not really allowed to be anti-war and pro justice and pro equality in the United States. At least not if you get a platform where people are listening. If people aren't listening, they'll let you do it. But
exactly. And you got a little too big there, especially during, your Wall Street, all the work that you did way back then too. I mean, you're always very popular on the East Coast in particular. And, it's amazing how comedy that's politically, centered, you have to be following that empire narrative in order to really have a voice, or they just shut your ass down. I mean, there's no question. You just have to be licking the boots of the man or forget it.
Yeah, there's a very clear Overton window once you start to examine it, which most people don't. And people will go, "What? I don't understand." There's political critique. There's what they think is right wing and left wing. There's Fox News on one side, Daily Show on the other, like very different. And yes, they are different in certain respects, but neither of those sides, or if you want to call them sides, will go outside of capitalism or go outside of the idea that the Democrats and Republicans are the polar opposites of worldviews and not really two wings of the same bird, or as George Galloway says, two cheeks of the same backside. They agree. The truth is, Democrats and Republicans in Congress and the government agree on 80 to 90% of the structural issues of our country. They agree on unfettered capitalism. They agree on environmental destruction. Even if they may speak differently, sometimes their actions show that they're not actually going to change those things. And they do everything they can to crush thought that dare be outside of that realm of thought. And you can see this, Joe Biden is the perfect example, because this is a man who's devoted his career to increasing the prison state to the largest it's ever been, increasing the war state, increasing the police funding, no matter how brutal or racist they are. At every level, and he's been funded through his career by credit card companies and banks, and even when he seems to be doing something positive, like they just announced they're going to erase I believe the loans of 43,000. No, it was like 800,000 people or something like that are going to have their loans wiped away. And that sounds great, except that it's 43 million people who have college loans right now. So it is a tiny fraction. And Joe Biden helped create this student loan bubble that is crushing so many people. He made it so that they can't declare bankruptcy and they can't get out of that. So, yeah.